Hey Horse Nation, this is Amanda UHE Ronan, your in-house out-of-shape equestrian, and I'm here to update you on week 4 of my new exercising lifestyle. If you've been keeping up with this series, you know that I have officially exercised, cross-trained for 1 month. Yay! Jazz hands. Um, and I'm starting to get into the groove of it. I'm starting to like the exercise. This week we started ab work, and through that we discovered that I have probably the flabbiest abs in North America. We started the first set on I was on a decline bench with a medicine ball, and so I'd lower down with the medicine ball and I'd come back up and I'd toss it to my trainer. The first 10 went really well. I was just going with the flow and everything went perfectly. 11, 12, 13, I was moving at like the speed of a sloth. I was just like creeping up and creeping down. On 14, I was completely burned out. Completely. My abs were no longer doing what my brain was telling it to do. So my trainer let me rest and we tried again, and I burned out at like 3. And he let me rest again, and he was like, just try to do a few more, see how many you can get. And I burned out at 1. One sit up, and I burned out. The next session, we started with reverse sit ups, where I had a weight that I was holding on my stomach, and I just slowly start to lean back and kind of lower one vertebrae at a time onto the bench. And that went better, but at about 45 degrees leaning back, that's where I get weak. And I would just like fall back and completely unable to control the descent. And because of that, my lower back is a little sore today. When I rode, particularly at the posting trot, I was sore. So I messaged my trainer and told him, and hopefully we can come up with a little more creative exercises that maybe aren't so hard on my lower back. Because the sit-ups definitely strained my lower back a little bit. In other exercises, we've started, I don't know if I want to call it cross-training, maybe it's like baby cross-training. We've started combining the exercises. So the main one we've been doing this week was like a squat to a calf raise, hold the calf raise, and then back down into the squat. And we've added quite a bit of weight. And I feel like my squat form and calf raise form is getting better. I'm able to control my body a little bit more, so I'm happy with that. My legs definitely feel stronger than they did when all of this started. Definitely feel stronger. I remember one of my first sessions, we started doing the squats, and like my knees would just were like rattling like little baby deer legs. And I have less of that. I'm not saying that's completely gone. I'm saying I have less baby deer legs than when I started. Let's see what else. Nutrition-wise, I've added smoothies to my daily routine. I'm drinking them for breakfast. My favorite combination so far has been spinach leaves, a whole orange, and like 2 handfuls of blackberries, and that's actually pretty tasty. I'm looking forward to adding strawberries to the smoothies. I try to only eat organic, locally grown fruits and vegetables, so beginning of February I don't have strawberries, but come April I bet I'll have a lot of strawberry smoothies. Updating on last week, I was having sleep problems, and those have pretty much leveled out. I'm still not going to bed early. I go to bed around midnight, but I am sleeping all the way through into about 7, 8 in the morning, and that's really good for me to get 7, 8 hours of sleep. I'm usually a little bit of an insomniac. Let's see. Oh, in other news, I am setting myself a goal for April 11th. I want to do a mud run that's in my local area. If you're not familiar with mud runs, it's basically a 5K run that has obstacles. You might have to climb over a wall or crawl under something in the mud, of course, and people usually dress up goofy, and so it should be a lot of fun. I'm doing that because I saw on Boyd Martin's Facebook, he is challenging everyone going to the Rolex to run the 5K that's before the Rolex. So I'll be running in spirit, Boyd. I'm just going to be doing it a few weeks ahead of you. And we'll see what our times are. See if I can beat Boyd Martin at a 5K run. That's about it this week, Horse Nation. I'll see you next week for week 5. Bye.